Every time that song plays, man, I just imagine the dude going around with these Congo drums, man. He's real good at it.
Right? That's like the best video game song ever.
It is. It is. It is. Dope. If you haven't figured it out yet, we're talking about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. The movie, anyway.
The movie that I enjoyed. My here, Soul Toast did not. I thought it was fun. It was some unnecessary BS in there too, though. I'll give you that. My standards are low for Mortal Kombat movies, considering before I watched Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation, and good God, man, I've never seen a worse movie day in my life. That is god awful. That is terrible.
Yeah.
So I actually did myself a favor by watching that one first and then watching this one.
Yeah, so I went in watching Mortal Kombat, the new one that just came out on HBO Max, after I watched Invincible and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I was hyped. I was hyped. I was excited. I'm like, man, 2 in a row. Am I going to get 3? And I did not get 3. I thought it started out great when it showed Bi-Han going on against who would become Scorpion. I'm like, okay, very good backstory and all that. But my expectation was too high coming in.
Probably.
They were way too high. And with that first 7-10 minutes of the movie, I was like, okay, this is going to be good. And then it just got really dumb to me. I was like, wait a second, don't tease me with this cheesecake. And then I cut open the cheesecake, and it's like, oh well, no, actually, this is just Gouda cheese inside. This is just cheddar cheese. This isn't actually sweet cheesecake. It's just stinky ass cheese. Like, come on now, don't do this to me. And man, look, Mortal Kombat has a story. I'm not trying to be the get off my lawn guy with Mortal Kombat. It has a story. I think it is a great story that goes with it, not based off the old movies, because like you said, Annihilation was terrible. If Charles Barkley was here, I get him to say terrible. That
terrible, just terrible,
garbage juice. Yeah. You know how like the bag leaks sometimes and it sits at the bottom of. That's what Annihilation was.
Putrefied juice.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But with a bigger budget, by the way, than the first movie.
Really?
$40 million. The first movie, the first Mortal Kombat movie, $18 million budget. They made $120 million worldwide. The second movie had a $40 million budget. And I think it made like
$16
worldwide. It was something bad. Yeah, it was $16.
I was disappointed in that. And I was disappointed in it slightly because, like I said, my expectations were high. I like the story of Mortal Kombat. They introduced a new character in Cole, which I think was completely unnecessary. He was as unnecessary as Indiana Jones was unnecessary in the movie where he had to get the thing. They open up the chest and everybody dies.
I remember the movie. I don't remember.
Indiana Jones didn't need to be in that movie, and Cole didn't need to be in this movie. That's how I felt. But you enjoyed it, so I want to hear what you enjoyed about it, to be honest.
Because my expectations are low, right? So that's always the key. When I heard Mortal Kombat, I was like, okay, I kind of know what I'm in. They have a history here, okay? And the history is mid, right? The history of the quality of the movie you will get will be mid to putrid. So as long as it's not putrid, I'll be okay. I found it enjoyable. The first 7 minutes of it, of course, you go and watch. They released it a little bit early. It was Bi-Han and what's Scorpion's real name?
It starts with an H. I always forget.
Hanzo,
I think.
Hanzo Hasoshi or something like that. But anyway, Scorpion.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Scorpion. I felt like it started well. It was a note for note replay of the Scorpion movie in which they show Sub-Zero killing his family and then killing him in combat. It also foreshadowed Scorpion's chain that he unleashes from his arm,
right?
And that blade. It started out very strong, and then yes, the introduction of Cole Young is just like, who's Cole Young?
Yeah.
And while Cole Young's is over the hill, and he fights for like $200 a fight in like some side MMA gym. like that's his story. Tell right away that he had some kind of connection to Scorpion because they would always like in the middle of fights, like he'd get like a flashback of like Scorpion, like in hell, I guess, calling out to him, so to speak, right? Man. And then of course, we meet the rest of the characters. Everybody you're familiar with. You meet Shang Tsung, Raiden. Improvements. Raiden was Asian, right?
Yeah, that's
Improvements.
True. He was Asian.
They introduced Kano, Jax, Sonya Blade. So it got back more, it got to be more of a traditional, the story that we're familiar with. I enjoyed it because the fighting sequences, and it stayed mostly to the main plot, which is Shang Tsung trying to subvert the tournament so they can win their 10th straight and take over Earthrealm. Because this whole thing's about Shang Tsung. They have to win 10 tournaments according to the rules of the Elder Gods. Shang Tsung has to win, the Outworld has to win their 10 straight time over Earthrealm in order to take over the world, in order to take over. Yeah. Well, Shang Tsung's like, this is what we're gonna do to guarantee our victory. Let's go down there, kill all them fools. That way, Earth ain't got no champions. And by the way, the Elder Gods, they're old, they're lazy, they're not gonna stop me. And we'll subvert the rules and we'll take over Earth anyway.
Right.
Almost works because none of Earth's champions have their arcana yet, or their powers.
Right. So I think the plan was dumb because if he had look, Sub-Zero and them, he could have just been like, man, these dudes ain't ready to fight. Like, just leave them be.
Leave them be.
Leave them alone. They ain't ready.
And Raiden even tells him, like, when Cole found his arcana, it's because Shang Tsung sends Goro after his family.
Yeah.
So it pushes Cole into this sense of desperation that he gets that armor, that damage absorbing. Oh, no, I'm making your hair hurt. Cole Young's arcana is damage absorbing armor in which he retracts back into the enemy. He can also like grow blades out of his arms and stuff like that. Cole's character is really goddamn unnecessary. But it was decently acted with decent actors. So my bar is so low that I just found it enjoyable.
Right.
One of my nitpicks I do have is Liu Kang. Excuse me, Liu Kang is that dude, and he's always been that dude. He can turn into a dragon. I'm sorry. Liu Kang defeated Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat. Like, Liu Kang is legit AF, and they made him into weaker characters so Cole Young could shine, and I did not like that.
Right. Well, so I'm making up reasons in my head for it because I hope they do a sequel, and I think it's going to be better than the first. I'm already putting expectations too high, but I hope
don't put no expectations on no Mortal Kombat movie. Don't never do that.
I mean, I figured, look, the video games came back, they're doing great. I'm like, okay, they're not just going to throw something together. And I guess they didn't. It's just the whole Cole character.
The Cole Young thing is just it's just like you just didn't need this character here.
Not at all. I didn't. There's so many Mortal Kombat characters. Like, why are you choosing? Yeah. Why are you making up a new one? But I think I don't want to say it's like a pre-sequel, but it's like they didn't even have the tournament yet. So this is just an introduction. This is an introduction movie. Hey, these are some of the main players on both sides, Raiden and Shang Tsung. Key players on the good side, Jax and all that. They introduced Cabal and a whole bunch of other players. It's just an introduction. Hey, and they killed off a bunch, which I think is going to play later on in the movies because you don't really die in Mortal Kombat. You always come back as something. Liu Kang came back as a zombie in one of the games. So I think it's a good introduction. Liu Kang's not there yet, even though he's been training all his life. Kung Lao's always been strong and cocky. That's like his thing.
That's his AO. Strong.
Yeah. So I like how they did that. But I think with his death, Liu Kang's going to get stronger and all that. And
Oh yeah, by the way, Kung Lao died real early. Not real early, but earlier than he should have. Kung Lao should not have died in this movie, right? Kung Lao should have lived to fight in a tournament. Like, what the hell are y'all doing? I thought
yeah. But hey, it's different storyline, different universe, whatever. It's the same thing when I started watching Marvel movies. Why did Tony Stark build Ultron? Hank Pym's supposed to do that. So it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just me. I'm personally gonna have to get over it. So I'll just see how it goes. But I overall I had to give the movie, I don't know, 2 stars out of 20, something like that.
Damn, 2 out of 20.
It wasn't so like in the middle, it was the middle's okay. It's like right below that.
I would give it
off the most.
Perfectly average 2.5 out of 5 stars. Perfect movie. I thought it could have been better than that had you taken out the Cole Young factor.
Right.
I just don't know why he needs to be here. I don't know why you need another character in this show, in this movie, to bring back Scorpion, who we all know comes back from hell. And Scorpion comes back from hell because Quan Chi sent him back. So now, are you taking away Quan Chi's role in this whole equation? That's the thing about the Cole Young thing, because Cole Young's presence and the development of his arcana is supposed to be what freed Scorpion from hell, because he's the last. Cole Young is the last descendant of Scorpion, right?
Right.
The Shirai Ryu clan in general.
Well, so wouldn't his daughter be?
No, the males. They only count the men because we live in a very sexist. They only count the men here, right? Listen.
Oh, okay.
Male heir.
You don't have the last name anymore, but okay.
Yeah. It's convoluted. Don't think about it too much.
See, that's the thing. When I wasn't thinking about anything, I'm like, man, this movie's great. Look at Sub-Zero and pre-Sub-Zero, going at it. I'm like, oh man, it's cool. Then they throw Cole in, and I'm like,
wait a minute. So you didn't know about Cole before the movie?
I did, but
yeah, because I knew about Cole before the movie, and I thought then I was like, okay, so I thought he was a Johnny Cage replacement. I was like, oh, we're not doing Johnny Cage anymore. It's gonna be Cole Young. Okay, cool.
Right.
That's stupid too, but I can deal with that.
Right.
We're gonna like restructure half the lore with this dude being introduced.
So once they throw a wrench,
sent Scorpion back. Quan Chi sent Scorpion back.
Right.
For purposes of Shao Kahn.
Right. So once they throw a wrench gets thrown in a movie I'm watching, I start questioning everything, and it's just always downhill from there. Like when King Kong was a Godzilla, I didn't question anything. I was just enjoying it. But I was enjoying Mortal Kombat, and then this dude, use uppercut, Dad, and I'm like, what's? And then I just started like, well, this ain't right. This doesn't make sense. Jax is too big. What's going on? Oh, you did 6 tours. Calm down, dude. It's like, hey, ain't that the dude from Supergirl? I'm like, man, what's going on here? So
the thing about the movie is this: the best upgrade they made is the acting chops in this movie were greatly improved. Right, like greatly. It wasn't too bad, right? Like, come on, man. Look at the bar we're working with. Do you remember Katana in the first Mortal Kombat movie, where she had about as much personality as a fucking steel chair? Like she was terrible.
Well, no, you're completely right. But I came out in the 90s. I didn't have any attachment to those.
Do you remember Shao Kahn? It's gonna be glorious.
That movie, look, Annihilation, I don't count. I don't count Annihilation. That was beyond stupid.
Yes.
The first one I still enjoy, to be honest. I still like the first one, but I didn't go in thinking like this was a continuation or even a reboot of the movie. I thought this is just going to be a nice adaptation of the video games. I wasn't comparing it to the first 2 movies at all.
Yeah.
I was just comparing it to the video games. But yeah, overall, it's a great improvement over. I mean,
my biggest frustration is this. I want to see this story advance now because the first Mortal Kombat movie was pretty much this movie. Then, of course, that god-awful second one. And now you got this one that repeats the same damn story. Hey, man, when are we going to get to the other stuff? We still got to get to Shinnok. You still got to get to the Elder Gods. You still got to get to Fujin. You still got to get to Quan Chi. There are so many characters that you hadn't got to yet.
Yeah.
Sindel, who was in the second one, but like I say, we're not counting that one. So
Yeah.
Sindel, for right now, Sindel still needs to be introduced. Baraka, like we got so many characters to be introduced here, and we keep rebooting this thing. Let's go now. All right, shit. We got Cole Young in here. I guess if you must, now let's take it forward.
Right.
My
Yeah.
biggest critique of the movie was actually the most. It was just so damn corny. Every time one of them killed somebody, they'd say like fatality,
Yes.
all this victory. That for me, that why I was like, dog, I don't need that. Hey, dog, I don't need that. I don't say that. Like Kung Lao, which was cool. Spoiler alert, Kung Lao, which was cool. He used his hat to split that one girl in half. That was dope. He says flawless victory. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! I just don't need you to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
so
during tournament time, I could see it, but were y'all just fighting, and you just fight context, like, and I didn't need it. That was stupid.
So
Stupid.
So yeah, so like I mentioned before, it's a nice setup. The tournament hasn't even started yet, so both sides lost some fighters. Kano went to the other side, and well,
Which
he's
we
dead
knew he
now.
would.
But I think Kano and Sub-Zero were the best part of this movie. I thought Sub-Zero
Yes,
was.
I thought Kano and Sub-Zero would. Yes.
Kano was arrogant jerk. His laser eye was kind of weird because I always knew it to be cybernetics, not just, oh yeah, this is your magical power.
Yeah, this is just your arcana. I've always thought it was like this is a fake eye that I can do stuff with. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's whatever.
Apparently all you gotta do to activate his arcana is make him mad, real mad, stupid. Don't get me wrong, that scene was funny. Now, one of the brighter parts of that movie, watching Liu Kang and Kung Lao like go fucking Kano into being so mad,
right?
Develop this laser eye. It was funny watching them, like watching Liu Kang tell Kano, you should be. What did he tell him? Like you should be honoring this man or something like that. Like he called you he called him an undisciplined dog.
Yeah, he nothing nice was said.
He called him all sorts of names, and it got
because he wanted the egg roll.
Pissed off. Yeah.
But I mean, I think it started off with him just being Kung Lao being a jerk because that's kind of his thing, and then they both realized, hold up, maybe this might be the way to get him to unlock his powers of doing it that way, and it ended up working. All right, so sorry everybody about that. Before we so rudely interrupted due to technology reasons, we were talking about Liu Kang and Kung Lao goating Kano. One of the best parts about the movie, getting angry so that his eye laser or whatever his magical thing might be to activate, and it activated, and it was his famous eye laser, which I thought was great. I think the whole Kano character was fantastic in the movie, from the beginning to his end. I was hoping that I'm like, oh, he can't just be a good guy now. That's not his character.
Yeah, that's not his get down. Yeah.
And Cabal, the person he used to work with, talked him over to the other side. So I'm glad that happened. Him and Sonya went at it, and it was neat to see. They took down the reptilian thing in the beginning. I don't think that was reptile.
That wasn't reptile, right? Okay.
That was just one of his species. And he took out the heart like he did in the game. Kano wins. I'm like, okay.
Yes,
that's the only one they do.
That kind of stuff, I just didn't need it. Like,
right. But the Kano character, I enjoy. I enjoyed everything about the Kano. I like how they show he tried to take the amulet, which that's in the video game. It's I think Raiden uses it to defeat someone. Shinnok.
And I think to Shinnok. Yeah.
So that was neat to see. But so I went back and he had Katana's fan in there as well. Kind of like how Odin has like his little hall of all the weapons.
Oh, yeah, his stuff. Yep.
Yeah, so he had the amulet in there. He had Katana's fan in there. So I didn't really understand why it was in there. Katana ends up fighting for the Earth realm
Yep.
because of all that goes on in Outworld and all that. But yeah, Kano and Sub-Zero was part of my favorite parts of this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like Scorpion coming back.
yeah,
Another nitpick I had. I think Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Get Cole Young out of here. That's my biggest thing. Like Cole Young and Scorpion teaming up to fight Sub-Zero. Hey man, get this dude out of the way. And I hope the executives like hear this. And I hope the next movie he dies the first scene. I don't need him. Why is he here?
so you gonna treat him like Johnny Cage in the second movie?
Yes, kill him. Bring Johnny Cage back. Kill Cole Young. Let's get the story back on track here, man. Scorpion does not need help with Sub-Zero by Cole bleeping Young. Okay, he may need help with Sub-Zero, but not by Cole Young, right? Like that's my whole thing. Really, Cole Young, you just got your stuff back. Now you want to join in on this fray. This is an ancient rivalry. Let it be determined right here, right now. Scorpion just got back from hell. He's full of wrath and fury. He's like the immortal coming back after getting his head ripped off. Oh, he don't need your help. Back up, little bro. Back up off me.
I don't know, man. Look like he needed his help.
Well, that's another part. That's what I didn't like. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they're equals, okay? Like once Scorpion comes back from hell, Scorpion's a bad mofo. First of all, Scorpion was a bad mofo in life. He just didn't have the ability to control elements like Sub-Zero did, which was Sub-Zero's real main only edge. But hand to hand, straight hand to hand, they're equals.
Right.
Straight hand to hand, Sub-Zero and Scorpion are equals. Sub-Zero, aka Bihan in life, could control water, making it ice, which is obviously that's going to be a big advantage, you asshole. But whatever, fine. I guess you get to do that, Lin Kuei. But once Scorpion comes back from hell, they're equals completely.
Right.
You're talking literal fire and ice here. Why y'all making him struggle with Sub-Zero? Because Sub-Zero was giving it to Scorpion. I didn't like that. I'm like, hey, this. So
Scorpion, they gotta ride it in that Cole Young is important.
Who does this guy know? Who does Cole Young know? Who's the actor know to get him in this movie? Be like, listen, I know I'm new here, but Liu Kang, Scorpion, they not really all that. Trust me, I'm the shit. You just got choked out by some guy in some bar. Come on, man. Scorpion's a bad dude, and I don't think they showed that enough. Scorpion's a bad dude.
Yeah.
Liu Kang, bad dude. I changed my mind. Terrible movie.
That's what I'm about to say, man. I don't think you ain't sound like someone who enjoyed the movie. That's what I'm saying. I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm trying to accept Cole as a character. I'm like, okay, maybe he's replacing Johnny Cage. Maybe he's popping up later. Okay. Oh, all right. He's fighting Goro kind of. Look, Goro in a video game is a second to the last character.
For a reason.
Cole is by far the weakest one there. I don't care what his bronze bodysuit he got on, whatever he's wearing. And it's like, you're not beating Goro. Sorry. And I'm like, come on, man.
What's not beating
going
Goro
on here? Jax
is Goro.
Magical arms all of a sudden. It's supposed to be cybernetic.
Yeah, Jax had regular baby cybernetic arms. And then his Arcana is big, cyborg magical arms. Like that. I hate the movie. You're right. I don't like this. What am I doing? It's not 2 out of 5. This is not 2 out of 5. It's not average. This is below average. This is stupid. Why you make me relive this? Because I tried to enjoy it because I put such low expectations on it. But the more I break it down in my head after just watching it, it's so. Yes, when Jax grew the magical arms, I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah.
Baby arms. I was like, why does he have baby arms? Like baby cyborg arms. He can't punch now. He's trying to punch the bag. He's like hitting it all soft.
Man, look, that movie was not good to me. It just wasn't. I'm like, baby arm.
The more I talk about it, you are 1,000% right.
Baby arm Jax, Kulon gets taken out. Raiden, oh yeah, I can teleport anybody anywhere at any time, but for some reason I did. I'm not supposed to interfere as I'm interfering. It's like, man.
Meanwhile, Shang Tsung just took out my second best fighter. Just took him
Like,
to snatch his soul.
I, and then Sonya kills Kano. Now she could do her blast from the arm. It's like, the more I talk about it,
Yes,
it hurts my heart.
it's tough.
It hurts my heart.
Tough
It's
stuff.
a lot of things. Just look, man, it's just way too convenient. They had a little powwow. Oh, what are we gonna do? Me, Cole, I have a plan now. We'll just take out people one by one. I'm like, okay, and then they try to do your fan service. They try to sneak in fan service all night. Oh, you remember this bridge scene in the video game? Oh yeah. Dude with hammer's gonna fight Jax all of a sudden. Two big Jacks. Like you can tell, dude, brothers having problems breathing. Way too big. I'm like, bro, you can't scratch anything on your body. Like this, it's
The more you making me break this down really made me realize how bad it was. You're right. It was
I
bad.
only break movies down like this when the expectations too high, and then they throw a wrench, which is Cole Young. I'm like,
I could have think about this. I could have forgiven all these errors if you just take out Cole Young.
yes, if Cole Young wasn't it, replace Cole Young with Johnny Cage,
Johnny Cage.
or I don't know, random person X that just happens to know a couple of them, and like, oh, something like, don't tell me he's the descendant of Scorpion. UFC fighter who sucks now, and it the corner
He fighting for $200 a pop at some bar.
Your wife don't even watch you fight anymore because you know you gonna lose. It's like,
she don't want to watch you get your head beat in. All right, listen.
oh, it's snowing in July. That's cool. No, that's cause for concern.
That's Sub-Zero. Hey, get out of there.
No, look, I live in South Carolina. If it starts snowing in July, I'm going inside because it ain't supposed to be snowing.
It ain't supposed to be snowing.
I'm not even gonna check if that is snow. Something's probably on fire.
Yes, that's ash. That's that Silent Hill ash. Okay, that's ash.
Oh man,
Something's burning.
So I thought Silent Hill was a good movie, the first one.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah,
that was
scary. Hey, that was scary. I don't watch that with the lights off.
Rip the girl's skin off.
Yeah, I don't watch that with the lights off.
Man, yeah, but this movie,
yeah,
there was too much wrong with it.
Cole, the addition of Cole Young threw off so much, and they just kept shoving them in your face. I feel like a Republican being asked to look at BLM protest all day long. Like that's what they did with Cole Young. If that's how it feels, look, listen, MAGA Nation, if that's how it feels, I'm sorry.
Wow. All right. Yeah. It ain't worth it. It's uncomfortable. No thanks. I'm sorry.
Dog, they just kept shoving them in my face. It's like you say, Cole Young was the one that came up with this plan. We gotta take him out one by one. Let's try to get him out of the element. We'll say Sub-Zero Flash because he's too strong.
Which I thought was neat because I think Sub-Zero is usually like the third before the top. It's like Sub-Zero, Goro, and then Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
And which is pretty neat. Doesn't make sense that he took out Goro, Prince Goro, by the way.
Yeah. It don't make sense.
I was, and then yeah. So Raiden could do whatever you want at any time.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want to break the rules. Motherfucking Shane Song's breaking all the rules right now. Yeah, but two wrongs don't make it right. Motherfucker, we're about to die. We're about to die. Raiden, Lord Raiden, we are about to get murked. I don't have Arcana. Please help me.
And then like with Sonya, everyone's
two wrongs don't make it right.
Her.
What the fuck?
So
you know what it's like? It's like, there's a perfect representation of what Raiden was in that goddamn movie. We're both military veterans. Tell me if you heard this before. But First Sergeant, we didn't even shoot on this side of the range. It don't matter. We're gonna leave it better than what we found it. That's not my brass. You better
Right.
That's not my brass. We didn't even use that side of the range. We gotta leave it. 2 wrongs don't make a right, young man. You gonna pick up that brass? This is bullshit.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
That's what Raiden was. Raiden was that fucking funky ass first sergeant, always trying to make you the right thing, even though it ain't really the right thing to do.
And then when it gets too late, first someone wants to go, you start kicking sand over the brass. Like, all right, let's go. Let's get out.
Look, I'm trying to teach y'all a lesson. I'm sorry, listen. Let's get
Raiden's like, well, actually, there's a lot I can do to help, and I'm gonna do that now. Like, oops,
Yeah,
like,
I'm sorry. Kung Lao died.
Oh man,
he lost. Dude, he lost his second best fighter. What are you doing? God damn.
Yeah. So,
oh,
yeah.
Man,
There's a lot about the movie I didn't like. There's a little bit about the movie I did like. I did like Kano and Sub-Zero.
yes.
I thought they were represented great. Scorpion was almost until he needed help from Cole Young, who look, you can knock out a forearm dude, but you can't break some ice. Like,
you broke Goro's arm, but can't punch out ice.
Oh man, the whole thing is stupid. Like, Magic, okay, you got a bronze vibranium body now,
Body
but
suit.
where do weapons come from?
They grow out of the bodysuit.
I guess. And I guess he just knows how to use it, right? Because UFC fighters use them, right?
Yeah, UFC fighters use knives all the time in the ring. I don't know if you've seen it lately, but Chris Weidman's leg, that had to be a blade.
Yeah, Usman must have used it against
Usman hit my main man with that bow. You know, man, that's what
he went to sleep. Jorge, man, I was a big Jorge Masvidal fan, but dude's 35, 15 now.
I was until he started participating in that Trumpery. Then I was like, oh no, I ain't with that no more. I see what you're doing.
Look, I know people that support Trump and all that. Look, people support whoever they want. I don't know Jorge,
but I know when you're doing a thing,
right?
He was doing a thing, and I don't appreciate it.
I got you.
I got friends that support Donald Trump. They my friends. I still love them. They're not doing a thing. It's a whole heart. Wholeheartedly, they like Donald Trump. That's okay.
Right.
But I don't know when you're doing that fucking Candace Owens things, and I'm not here for it. And that's what he.
Yeah.
And he got knocked out.
Yeah. You have to give that BFM belt back and all that.
Yeah. You got to give it's like Invincible called himself Invincible. You need to change your damn name.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what Jorge got going now. Yeah.
Yeah, like Cole Young. Mortal Kombat, what is this joke? It's not even spelled right. I'm
from South Chicago.
I'm sorry. This movie sucks.
And then he quit.
He quit.
Fucking Raiden and was like, look, man, you can go home, bro. You ain't what I
down home. Like,
look, now it was reverse psychology. I recognized it immediately. But Cole Young was real. Like, damn, man, he right. I don't really belong here, player. I'm out. I'm going back to the South Side.
Nah, no. Raiden gave up on that dude. Sorry.
You think Raiden really gave up on him?
Yeah, you go home if you want.
It was reverse psychology. I thought Raiden was trying to help him see himself,
Look.
You a sorry ass boy. Get out of here.
He went home. Look, if he would have died, Raiden would have been like, oh, nah, he quit. Sorry. I don't know what happened to him.
Hey, sacrifice him before you sacrifice Kung Lao. What are you doing? Like, if this is a game of chess, you just gave up like the queen. Like, what are you doing? You need him. You need him.
So they do that. They do this in so many movies, like with Ray fighting Kylo Ren. It's like, why are you beating Goro when you can't even beat a grudge match with Kung Lao?
You couldn't beat a man up the road for $200.
Yeah, like, why? Because you got a suit of brass on now?
He beat the hell out of that suit.
And now they barely beat Sub-Zero together.
They barely beat them together. They barely beat them together. This is the worst trope in all of moviedom right here. This trope right here, this right here is the worst shit in movies. Stop doing it. Knock it off, okay? Knock it off. Next time there's a new thing fighting an old establishment, anything, the established veteran better kick the new kid's ass, okay? That's how this works.
I don't see any problem with that. Like, what's wrong with that? It makes sense. Like,
makes sense.
I'm better than you.
You're not making me feel no better about it.
Yeah. Oh, you're a descendant of Scorpion, therefore you can do whatever.
Yeah, you can tap it in. No. Yeah, you got it in you. You got the juice, young fella. I feel it in you. Man, sting like a butterfly, sting like a bee, young man. Come on, buddy. Come on.
I guess so. He's straight. This is an anime. This is
I'm mad at you because I tried to give this movie a chance and you made me break it down, and now I don't like it.
I only break down movies when they throw a wrench at me, and I'm like, wait, why is this happening? Now I question everything else.
Yeah,
just like with Batman: Dark Knight Rises. It's like, why did this happen? Well, let me take more look into it. I'm like, okay, well, this is stupid. This whole establishment is stupid now. Like, I don't appreciate it. I hope there's a sequel. They do better.
Me too.
But
Cole Young, kill Cole Young first 5 minutes like you did Johnny Cage. Kill him. Just kill him. Take him out. He's inconsequential.
It's too late.
No, it's not. Now Scorpion can be mad you killed his last descendant. All right, shit. Now he can be a good fighter now because Scorpion was mid as fuck. And I didn't appreciate it. I said Scorpion's a bad dude. I'm like, dude. Scorpion was a better fighter as a human before he died than he was when he fought Sub-Zero. I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm trying to find positives in the movie. Like him popping.
Scorpion's been fighting in hell for 600 years. You trying to tell me when he finally rises, he ain't mad as fuck and he about to give Sub-Zero the biz, dog. Like, okay, you can control ice. I got fire.
Yeah. Look,
he didn't use none of the teleportation techniques. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of it. Like, dude, Scorpion, have you seen him? I used to fight with him all the time, bro. Trust me, Scorpion a bad dude. Like,
yeah. Okay, so one thing I like is when Liu Kang was fighting Kano and he kept tripping him. Just like someone who can't play the game and you don't know, either get you in the corner and keep tripping you until you die. I beat the game that way.
Yeah, you could do that. You can time it up that way. And that's why I say with Scorpion, I love that the teleportation out the backside of the wall, come back and kick you on the other side. I could do that all day long.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this movie was not fun to me. I'm glad I get HBO Max for free because I'd be upset with myself knowing that I paid for this movie.
Yeah, had I went to the movies to see that, I'd been mad too.
Oh, I would have stayed at the movies and saw something else and not bought another ticket. I'm like, y'all know what I'm doing. Y'all know why. Y'all
know why I'm doing this. This is terrible.
Right. Matter of
fact, I gave you $12. You leave me alone. Yeah.
And I get that discount.
Oh, you get that military, that veterans.
So, okay.
At a certain time of day.
So, my excuse is I either get the senior or the child. Hold on.
How do you do that? Wait a minute.
On. I get a senior child, and if they ask, you're neither a senior or a child. Oh, I called earlier, and they said this is what y'all do for military discount. And it works. Is that an actual thing? I don't know, but no one's ever
just made it up. Hey, listen.
Look.
I ain't gotta feel bad for sneaking Taco Bell inside my wife's purse no more.
I'm not paying that much money to look. And then you charge me 2 paychecks for some popcorn. Like, I can't do it.
That's why I sneak in Taco Bell in my wife's purse. Queso Lupa.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
3 of them cheesy gordita crunches, dog. I'm good.
I would have needed a 3-course meal to enjoy myself watching this movie in the theater.
Yeah.
I was thoroughly disappointed. Just talk about it more. I'm moving it down even further because my expectations were too high because they could have done so much. It's too
My
many things wrong.
expectations were low, and now after breaking it down, it still's bad.
Now look, I apologize because I guess I tend to do that. I've been finding out recently with COVID and working from home. I've
Thank
been
you.
watching a lot more stuff, and people ask me my opinion, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't look at it this way. Yeah, that is stupid." So I'm sorry. I don't mean to do it.
I was in perfect bliss until you made me do this. And now I break it down. It's like, oh yeah, this is all bad.
You ever watch the Supergirl show?
No, and I will not.
Yeah. So I started breaking that down, and I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. And then the person I was watching with, they're like, oh yeah, it kind of is stupid.
I watched the first 5 minutes of Batgirl. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. It's bad. I'm leaving.
Yeah, you ain't gonna watch the new Batgirl? I think they called it Black Girl.
Black Girl. Oh Lord.
They changed it.
Oh, you mean season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I watched. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Oh.
Yeah. I tried to watch Black Girl. I couldn't do it.
It
was pretty bad.
It's not because of that. It's just I just don't have interest in.
It's just not very good. I watched it. It's not good.
Like, look, so I already don't like. Okay, so a good Batman show that barely features Batman. Actually, it only features Batman once. Is Gotham.
Gotham, yes.
You ever watched that?
I have. Yep.
Ooh, that's
like season 3, but yeah.
Oh
Gotham,
man, yeah, that's a great show. But yeah, Batman don't pop up to like the last episode.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, every other iteration, unless it's Batman animated series or Batman Beyond, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then Batwoman or whatever. I don't know enough about her to be interested in it. I just know Batman's not in it. Yeah. And the trailer that I saw was cringy, and I'm like, I'm good.
I watched it, and it was cringier.
Yeah, so
that's all I got. Well, buddy, thank you so much for doing this to me. You brought me down.
I'm sorry.
We did this in reverse. We should have went the least to the best. We went opposite. We went best to worst. As far as we've been talking about.
You got this guy. Here you go. There you go.
That's one of the bright spots. That's one we get this meme. That's Jax. That's Jax catching a hammer from that guy.
Oh man.
I'm out. I'm leaving, bro. I'm so bad.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry, everybody, if you enjoyed it and you don't now. I apologize. I don't mean to. This is my magical whatever. Just like Jax got magical arms.
That's his arcana, all right? Making you realize stuff is stupid.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Go do something. Man, listen.
Keep up with us, man. Falcon and Winter Soldier, last episode. We've already talked about that today. So catch that episode. So we're gonna have a bit of a we're not gonna do a break, but in between this big Marvel break, we're gonna be doing some structural things with the show, trying to figure just more fun and creative ways to kind of keep everybody involved and engaged, man. So yeah, just hey man, stick around. Come around. Let's keep having some fun. We'll keep talking about the stuff we like and stuff like this that we don't necessarily like, but it's very fun to laugh at it. I'm Cigar Lover Mac on my IG. His IG _toast. Check us out. Yeah, all that spoiling and stuff I do it all on my Facebook. You can find me on Facebook if you want to find me. Holla at your boy. All right. I might accept you, I might not. I don't know, because I don't want to see, that's my personal corner. And I don't want everybody seeing all my stuff. My room's a mess. I don't want everybody seeing it, all right? I just don't. But if you want to see it, I can send a friend request, whatever.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
I recommend
that's all I got, man. You got anything else?
Nah, that's about it.
Opinionated facts as well, obviously.
Right.
Tune into the big show with me and the boys, man. Me, Soul Toast, my main man Hollywood, MVP. We're talking sports.
Who's to be? Everybody's there.
Yeah.
Dame Lillard's not a top 5 shooter all time.
Dame Lillard is a top 5 shooter all time.
He not.
All time.
It's just math, man. Like,
Hey, tune in for conversations like that one. Because next time we do the sports one, I'll defend myself and that take.
hey, good luck. Y'all take it easy.
Be easy, man.